Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today One Piece greatness. And well, this chapter was a banger, man. I mean, there was so much in this chapter that, we've been waiting for a long time, man. And yeah, like revealing so little gave us so much, and that's just awesome, man. That's just awesome. I mean, of course, starting with Stussy, we got two confirmations, right? One is, of course, that yes, Stussy is the one that Vegapunk called, and there's no other secret, Smoker isn't running away from the government or something like that. Yeah, no, it is indeed Stussy. And Rob Lucci got speed blitzed by Stussy, man. I'm not saying overpowered, but he did get speed blitzed, right? So yeah, there you go. But of course, on the other hand, we also got another confirmation that yes, Miss Bakin is indeed Buckingham Stussy. And I mean, her mentioning it to Marco that go confirm it with Vegapunk that Whitebeard is indeed Weevil's dad, right? So her saying that makes me even more like yeah, this is definitely the case where Weevil is like a failed experiment, a failed clone of Whitebeard. So yeah, that's probably the case, right? And yeah, apparently uh Vegapunk disappeared. Like what? What? I mean, it's probably like either Bonnie did something after getting the memories, or maybe Bonnie asked for an explanation. Maybe she got some crazy reveals in the memories, and Vegapunk was like, "All right, I'm gonna explain." And he definitely can warp. So we don't know what's the radius of it, like how far can he warp, but yeah, he can do that. So maybe he did that. Who knows? Whatever, right? So there you go. But of course, on the other hand, we have Mihawk. I mean, Seraphim Mihawk. S Hawk. Clashing finally, for the first time with Zoro. And yeah, I mean, of course, it's not a fight, it's just like a small clash right before, Seraphim, stop attacking them randomly. But yeah, it is indeed, it's indeed good to see that. Yeah, I think this confirms that we won't get a fight, or maybe we will, considering what's gonna happen at the end of the chapter. But yeah, who knows, whatever, right? But yeah, I mean, this was kind of weird, right? Like they were just attacking Vegapunks. Like, come on. I mean, you don't have a failsafe for that. Like, if the authority chip guy like just tells the Seraphim to attack Vegapunk, it will do that. I mean, what the hell, man? But yeah, either way, they stopped it. Whatever. But yeah, it is what it is. But of course, the end of this chapter, the most important piece of information in this chapter is, of course, J. Garcia. Oh, let me correct that. Saint J. Garcia Saturn. So, holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, this is just freaking crazy, man. I mean, like, uh, and the funny thing, like, of course, many people made theories and stuff and whatnot, but like, the funny thing is, initially when I read the chapter, I was like, only then I suddenly got the realization of like, holy shit, the ancient weapons are named after the last three planets: Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, right? I mean, until then, I'd never realized it, man. And that's like freaking hilarious. I'm like, wait, this information was already with us. How did I not know this, right? But of course, the ancient weapons are named, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. I mean, Neptune, Poseidon, yeah. Poseidon's Roman name is Neptune. So, and of course, literally in the story, Poseidon's father's name is King Neptune. So, there you go. But yeah, on the other hand, the Gorosei being Saturn is holy shit, now this makes it even more crazier, right? Because now we got some revelations, some connections, some theory confirmations because of this. Because now if this guy is Saturn, and of course the last three planets are the ancient weapons, then of course the Gorosei must be the remaining four planets, right? Of course, Jupiter, then Mars, Venus, and Mercury, right? I mean, Earth, of course, Earth is different because we don't look it as an outsider, right? We look at it as an insider. But in this case, I think it's more of a heliocentric system versus a geocentric system, right? Of course, heliocentric being the true one, and geocentric being the wrong one. And of course, we know who the sun is, right? Of course, the sun god Nika. Now what we know is ancient times in One Piece world, people used to worship the sun god, right? And now what happened now, of course, everybody thinks like the celestial dragon, they are the highest authority, they are the ones to be worshipped, right? They are above regular humans. So I think this is, there was already implications of like, the world government, the celestial dragons. I mean, especially the Gorosei and M, these guys already gave a Vatican kind of vibe, right? And of course, they're called saints. And yeah, that was already a connection, that was already, a thing. And over that, now we are also getting, kind of a heliocentric versus geocentric kind of reference. And it could just be like, so back in the day, heliocentric, I mean, okay, forget about heliocentric. Yeah, back in the day, Nika was being worshipped, and now, of course, the celestial dragons took over, erased the history, and they changed it to themselves, right? So Im might be the representative of Earth. The moon has always been representing in the story as, the sun god's partner, right? Like sun god's ally. I mean, with, of course, Wano, the whole of Wano, but especially with Shimotsuki and the Kozuki, them preserving the ancient history and poneglyphs and stuff. And again, Ben Beckman being compared to Shanks. Shanks's son, he's Shanks's moon, right? So, I mean, red hair's moon. And on the other hand, of course, Zoro has been heavily implied as, Shimotsuki. Of course, he looks like Shimotsuki Ryuma. He was born in November, which is like Frost Moon Shimotsuki. His village was Shimotsuki village. And yeah, it's been crazy. His master was a Shimotsuki. So yeah, it's crazy, right? And of course, he is the right hand to the sun god Nika. So there you go, right? So moon could just be like an ally, and it could be like Earth betrayed the sun and took all the planets with itself, right? Whatever, right? So there you go, that could be the implication. But of course, theory crafting aside, Gorosei coming here could, of course, there's one confirmation. I'm pretty sure this is about like Seraphim, taking back the Seraphim, right? I mean, now because he's the highest authority that controls the Seraphim, he's just gonna bring at least some of them, right? If not all of them, to this side. That's one of the main purposes. And the other one, if he himself is a threat, I mean, if he's, like in front of Kizaru and Luffy, he's still a threat, then yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna change the view of Gorosei and M. Like people already think M is broken, but Gorosei, I think initially people thought that, but once M was revealed and Gorosei did some incompetent things and stuff, people thought like, oh, now they're definitely not strong, right? But it could be wrong, man. They could be awesome, and if that's the case, it would be it would be crazy, right? But of course, it is what it is, man. That is the biggest reveal. But yeah, there's another reveal I forgot. Of course, Weevil being confirmed that he's a good guy. He's just being manipulated by Bakin, right? So it's good to see that he could be a future ally. And of course, if he's now imprisoned, then we might actually see Impel Down 2.0. And yeah, that would be awesome, man. I mean, yeah, in case of Jinbei, it's Weevil. In case of Crocodile, it's Doflamingo. In case of Ivan, it's Bon Clay. So yeah, it would definitely be awesome, man. It would be crazy, right? So yeah, of course I want to see Doflamingo, and of course Bon Clay, right? So yeah, there you go. But of course, Green Bull also getting the W and taking out Weevil is, yeah, that's definitely good. I mean, look, him taking out King and Queen, even if it was nuanced, I'm pretty sure it was nuanced, right? We don't know the whole context, but still, I think that is a bigger W than Weevil. But of course, people, yeah, I don't know. A lot of people don't have reading comprehension, I guess. Oh, yeah. I mean, not the people, not the four people who are watching me. Of course, you guys are awesome, but the others, right? The others, of course. Yeah. So the others, their reading comprehension is a little, not everyone, but of course, right? You've seen them. So yeah, so I guess him getting the direct W is, yeah, was necessary, I guess. But yeah, either way, Green Bull is still powerful. He was always powerful, even if he didn't want any smoke with either Shanks or Kaido. I mean, he himself said it. If Kaido was ruling this place, I wouldn't have been here. I mean, he didn't say these pirates, because there's still Straw Hats pirates, and there's Kid pirates, and all of these people who actually defeated both Big Mom and the whole of Peace Pirates, right? But still, he didn't bother. He just said Kaido, and then check. Yeah, I'm getting into a tangent. Whatever. Just, yeah, comment down what do you guys think about all of these things. Especially, of course, Saint J. Garcia Saturn. Oh my god. But yeah. Anyways, check out Manga Recommendations. Whatever. But as always, until next time, peace.